Hey guys, Mitch here. If you are a fitness enthusiast looking to stay healthy and take care of yourself, but you're working with a tight budget and schedule, then you're in the right spot. Today, we're going to be going over some tips based off of a guide I've made for exercising with limited resources, whether that's time or money. So if you're interested in that, you can get the full guide with my top 10 tips by checking out the link below, and you can get that for free. Today we're going to be focusing on one of those tips and kind of dissecting it and looking at it more closely. And this is really important because when people start to work out, they might be working out in a season of life where they have a lot of money, where they've got free time, and that allows flexibility. But depending on what season of life you're in, maybe you start a new family or a new job, the resources might not be there, and it can be frustrating trying to figure out how do I work out now? I feel trapped because I can't do what I used to be able to do, and I want to work out, but I don't know how to get past these barriers. So I want to try and alleviate some of the frustration that can come along with that, and give you guys some tips to navigate through those issues. So let's get into it. Today's big tip is don't be random. You need to have a plan of some sort. Okay, so don't be random. It's really easy to be random because, if we're talking about saving time and money, it's easy to just be at home and sort of pick different videos from the internet and do those and follow along. And that makes sense in terms of, no cost and it's convenient. You can do it at home, so it saves time. That does make sense, but there's some problems with that that can come when you do that. So it can't be random. The first thing that comes with that is that you're going to be searching for what you need to do next. And there's just stress that comes along with that. There's so many options. What do I do? What did I do last time? Do I need to switch muscle groups? When was the last time I worked on my abs? How long should the workout be? And now you enter into this thing where you got to pick and choose and decide from everything online. And it's stressful and it's going to waste your time. And if your time is already limited, you don't need to have to go through that decision-making process. It's not serving you well. So that's the big thing. You're gonna be stressing about it and wasting time trying to figure out what's next. The other thing that can happen is kind of the opposite thing where it's like, okay, I'm not gonna stress about it, so you just do the same thing over and over again. But the problem with that is that you're just gonna get bored and you're doing the same thing. Now you're not even motivated to do it. You could drop off and not continue to do the workouts because it's not sustainable anymore. It's not enjoyable, and you're just forcing yourself to do it instead of enjoying the process of working out from home and working out in a way that saves money. So this is why we need a plan. A plan is going to fix those issues. It gives you structure, so you know that you have variety within movements and exercises. You have variety within the style of workout you're doing. And that's it's going to make it easy for you because now you don't have to decide what to do. But it's also nice because now it's fun and enjoyable, and you can just show up and do the plan and not really worry about anything else. All your energy is now focused into the workout itself instead of the planning process, which really, you don't need to be involved in too much. So that's the big things. Now, the last thing I want to say about that is if you have a plan, it really helps because now you can see your progress. In a well thought out plan, you're going to be having, some sort of time of testing. You do the program for a certain amount of weeks, and then you have a time of retesting in order to see whether you're hitting your fitness goals, you're making progress in the metrics that you've decided are important to you, and all that type of stuff. And that's really important because you need that stuff in order to stay motivated. If you're making progress, you need to see it, which helps. So that's why the testing helps. But, let's say it's not working as well as you had hoped it would be. Now it helps you make informed decisions because you can see what parts of the program are lagging or not meeting your expectations or anything like that. So you need those times of testing, and you're only going to get that with some sort of program, plan, or structure. If you're doing it randomly, you don't know when your next testing is. Or maybe you're testing the same thing every day, and you should be testing the same thing every day because the progress could be all over. So you need select times of testing, and that's going to come with a plan. Okay, so those are my big tips. Have a plan. It saves time and stress for you deciding what to do. It saves the potential of being bored doing the same thing over and over again, and it helps with getting regular testing and seeing your progress. Okay, so that's my big thing going on. If you want to get the full guide to get all the 10 tips, you can check out the link below and get access to that PDF for free.